go out and do anything today, I have a great suggestion. I've had this old trunk of my mom and dad's for years sitting under this china cabinet. How about you and I dig that thing out and see what kind of treasures is in there today? You interested?
Sounds good to me.
So if you like what you see, hit that little subscribe button right down in the corner. I'm going to bring you more of this small town fun. Maysville, Kentucky, simple living. Thanks for helping me drag this chest in here, Mom. You ready to see what kind of treasures is from the 1930s and 1940s of Kentucky and Ohio?
I can't wait. No telling what we'll find in here.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Newspapers. From the 1997 flood in Cincinnati. That's kind of cool. Ledger books. Anybody use ledger books anymore?
I don't think so. I think it's all computers now, hon.
Wow, look at this. Newspaper articles from the 1940s. Movie reels. We got to get the camera out and turn them on one and see what's on them one of these days. And look at this big old scrapbook. Oh, wow. This is pretty cool. Oh, Mom, check this out. There's a picture of my dad from the World War II era in his uniform. And look at my mom. Well, she is a hottie. Look at these wartime pictures. Ration books. Man, ain't that cool. And check this out. The class of 1948 picture. Now that is really cool. And check this memories book out, Mom. From 1999 it says here. This is for the class of 1948. And I can remember as a kid my parents going to the Manchester High School alumni dance every year, sometime in the summer months. And this is a book I found that has a description of the biographies of everyone in the class that showed up that day. There's a picture of the school. That's pretty cool. And a program of what actually happened at the dance that night. Wayne FRYE. I remember Mom talking about him. And she often reminded me that he would be a very cool individual to get the chance to talk to because of all of his military background and what he had done throughout his life. And look, here's my mom's bio. Oh, that's just too cool. Oh, Miss, listen to what she's got on here. After completing grade school in Kentucky, 2 brothers, 2 sisters, and I attended high school at Manchester. Since the mighty Ohio River lies between home and school, this required us to start a little earlier. It was a mile hike along a gravel road to the river landing, then cross the river, and hike a 3/4 of a mile from the Manchester landing to the school. The process reversed in the afternoon and repeated the next day. If the weather was extremely bad, I would stay over with dear friend Dolores Henderson or with relatives. During the first 2 years, there was a public ferry operating. The last 2 years, the older boys had to row the John boat back and forth. Wow, you're talking about getting to school. Just makes you wonder how early they had to start in the morning. I bet they started at 6 o'clock in the morning to get over there. I remember my mom telling me, and this book even verifies it, that Wayne FRYE was born in Trinity, Kentucky. And his father got a job with the C&O Railroad, but yet the family moved to Manchester. And check this out. My mom and Wayne FRYE are actually catty-corner from each other in the school picture. Well, how neat is that? Wayne excelled in basketball and baseball while in high school. But in the springtime of 1948, my mom and Wayne both graduated from Manchester High School. About a month later, my mother married my father, and Wayne moved on to join the Marine Corps. While in the Marine Corps, Wayne had the opportunity to go to the Naval Academy, and in 1950 was introduced to the sport of rowing. He, along with 7 of his friends, became so good they went to the Helsinki Games in Finland, taking home the gold, making the United States of America extremely proud. Manchester High School. I got to get in here and talk to Superintendent Mr. Brian Rao and check out that medal that Mr. FRYE won. I got to see this rascal for myself. Yes. The gold medal won by Mr. Wayne FRYE from the 1952 Helsinki Olympics in the running category is currently on display at the Manchester, Ohio High School. Right up there. Here's the actual medal won by Wayne FRYE, Manchester High School graduate of 1948. He won this at the Helsinki, Finland 1952 Olympiad Games as a member of the United States Naval Academy's 8-oared rowing team. This team was undefeated in 3 years of competition and won 29 consecutive races, a record which still stands, and included 3 national championships in addition to the Olympic gold. All I can say is, wow! After graduating from the Naval Academy in 1954, Wayne joined the newly formed Air Force. After serving at Niagara Falls and Andrews Air Force Base, Wayne was transferred to Vietnam at Cam Bay in 1968, where he commanded the 555th Squadron, better known as the Triple Nickel Squadron. This squadron flew F-4 Phantoms, the top-line fighters of the American Air Force at the day. During that time, he flew 266 combat missions. During his time there, Wayne earned 2 Silver Stars, 6 Distinguished Flying Crosses, 16 Air Medals, the Bronze Star, and the Purple Heart. Wayne retired as a colonel from the United States Air Force in 1974 after serving for 22 years. During his years after military service, Wayne worked at various big corporations as president, and even taught at the Maysville Community College, and moved back to Manchester, Ohio, the same small town he graduated high school from in 1948. He served on the Fleming Mason Airport Board and pulled the strings needed to acquire the F-4 Phantom fighter jet currently on display at the airport. He was inducted into the United States Naval Aviation Hall of Fame in 2012. He was a member of the United States Naval Academy Alumni Association and even belonged to the Bentonville Community Church. And Wayne FRYE passed February 26, 2014 at the University of Kentucky Medical Center in Lexington. We have 2 ordinary Americans born 6 months apart in 1930, lived through the Great Depression and World War II, graduated together and lived outstanding lives, and are a part of the greatest generation America has ever known. They will be truly missed. Thanks for watching. And have a blessed day.